ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I'd like to thank Dr. B.T. Shah and the organizers for asking me to come and speak to you on family prevention and the role of ACE inhibitors. I think most of you have already answered the question. It's extremely difficult to follow speakers like Dr. Dalal. Dr. and I are both from KM Hospital. I was his houseman, he was my registrar. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you my first slide. Hypertension is a major public health concern. If you notice, 45% of deaths are because of heart disease, and 51% of the deaths due to stroke are because of hypertension. And you will find that the incidence keeps on increasing. If you look at this, if you look at the risk factors which cause myocardial infarction, you will find a whole list of them. Right? And this is a case control study from 52 countries about myocardial infarction. And you will find that amongst them, the top two contributors are diabetes and hypertension. So if you could control diabetes and hypertension, you would decrease the incidence of myocardial infarction, cardiovascular disease significantly. And perhaps if you could do this with one drug, it would be still better. Now, what is the rationale for primary prevention? Primary prevention is where you give drugs before the event occurs, as opposed to secondary prevention, where you give the drug after the event has occurred. So it obviously it should be extremely compelling for you to give a drug during primary prevention. And when you give the drug, it reduces the risk of myocardial infarction, subsequent and stroke. And because of that, it reduces heart failure and improves ultimately the quality of life. It decreases the need for coronary revascularization. So these are the important reasons why you should use drugs in primary prevention. Now, remember, when you give antihypertensive drugs, you don't only need to control the patient's blood pressure. What is important is you should aim for it. You should aim to reduce long-term cardiovascular mortality and morbidity. You should pay particular attention to the choice of agents in high-risk hypertensive patients. And this has been borne out by the new guidelines which have been released last year by the American Heart Association and the American Society of Hypertension, what would be ACEI, and the guidelines which came out just last month from the European Society of Hypertension and the European Society of Cardiology. And we know that RAS plays a major role in the pathophysiology of hypertension, and therefore ACEI which have been cornerstones in the treatment of hypertension because of this reason. And that is why we must understand the differences between ACE inhibitors and ARBs, which Dr. B.T. Shah was alluding to earlier. Now, if you look at ARBs, they block the anti-AT1 receptor. And because of that, ARBs increase angiotensin II levels a huge amount. And increased levels of circulating angiotensin II results in unopposed upregulation and stimulation of the AT2 receptor. Unfortunately, some of this causes apoptosis of the cells, some of it causes fibrosis, and some of it causes actually damage. It may be harmful under certain circumstances, so mediation of growth promotion, fibrosis, and hypertrophy. That is why they say that ARBs sometimes are dangerous. And this is a schematic diagram of how basically cardiovascular disease works and how intervention with RAS blockage prevents cardiovascular damage. I don't have sufficient time to go through this, but suffice it for you to know that this is quite important. And this is exactly how the two drugs are different. This is ACE inhibitors, where it causes vasodilation, antiplatelet activation, antiplatelet stimulation, tissue calcium activated synthesis, cytoprotection, endothelial function improvement. While on the other hand, you have a lot of deleterious effects which occur when you have ARB use. That is why you got this paradox. We had initially the era of hope, and life. Hope was for Ramipur, life was for Losartan, and then came the value trial. And then we have recent evidence from meta-analysis and evidence across the cardiovascular continuum. Let me take you very briefly to some of this. This is the hope trial. All of you have seen it, but this is Sanjeev Yusuf, very seminal work way back in the early 2000s, where he showed that when you give Ramipur versus placebo, you have a huge reduction in most of these MI stroke, composite MI stroke, individual cardiovascular death, new onset diabetes, etc. And the same thing was true for peritocin. This is the peritocin, the urapastine, which shows a huge reduction in cardiac arrest. Again, with an ACE inhibitor. Right? So you may ask me why there is a confusion. The confusion, ladies and gentlemen, came here. In the value trial, which was for Valsartan, I remember that Jimmy and I attended. Is Jimmy still in the audience? Jimmy and I attended this value trial presentation in Bangalore, and this is what we get to know at that time. That compared to an amlodipine-based regime, when you use a Valsartan-based regime, there was an increase, significant presence of increase in the relative risk of mortality when we use Valsartan. So that is where things started becoming a little interesting. This was compared, of course, to ACE evidence. So you had a 19% increase in relative risk of heart infarction with Valsartan group, and that was when you got this ARB myocardial infarction paradox. This is Professor Strauss's article, who said that through angiotensin receptor blockade increase the risk of myocardial infarction. And that is the presentation, ladies and gentlemen. You can see what happens when you use ACE inhibitors, how it decreases, and when you use ARB, what happens? It's significant evaluation. Suggesting that ACE inhibitors are superior to ARBs in the paradigm. However, subsequently, a meta-analysis was done by Bangalore, who looked at the effect of ARBs on the various endpoints in placebo-controlled trials, and they found that the mortality, cardiovascular mortality was not significantly increased or decreased. However, this was the trial, of course, with 37 clinical trial meta-analysis. However, we found that we had something that early evidence suggested ARBs to be implicated in infarction. Some recent evidence showed that it was not so important, but the evidence still states that even if you do not have an increase in myocardial infarction, you do not have any beneficial effect, which otherwise you should get from RAS blockade when you use an ARB. So what is the evidence for cardiovascular protection of ACE inhibitors? Let me show you this. These are ACE inhibitors, and you can see the forest graph. You will find that everything is to the left. And the analysis comes here. For any given blood pressure reduction, ACE inhibitors reduce the risk of coronary artery disease by an additional 9%, over and above the reduction which you get in the blood pressure. That is what is important. ARB had no blood pressure independent effect on cardiovascular mortality or morbidity. So, do you have any evidence in high-risk hypertensive patients? Let me show you. This is the evidence. Again, if you look at the follow chart which I'm showing you, don't pay so much attention to it, that becomes a little confusing. But you can see here. ACE inhibitors definitely reduces the cardiovascular mortality, while ARBs do not. demonstrate the same. Again, 13 trials, while 7 trials is studied. So it's a good meta-analysis. Again, the same. If you look at it in hypertensive patients, the same. ARBs do not cause any reduction in cardiovascular mortality, although please understand, they do reduce blood pressure. But if you're looking at the add-on benefits, you're not getting much of it. What about those who are at risk hypertensive patients? What about at risk diabetic mellitus patients? I'm going to show you this. Again, this is the same thing. ACE inhibitors significantly reduce the risk of all-cause mortality by 13% as compared to angiotensin receptor blockers, which did not significantly affect all-cause mortality. So, both in hypertensive patients and in patients with diabetes hypertensive, we found that although the blood pressure came down, we did not get much of benefit. And if you look at ACE inhibitors and all specific cardiovascular outcomes, let me show you this. ACE inhibitors significantly reduce the risk of fatal cardiovascular event by 14%, myocardial infarction by 21%, heart failure by 19%. And again, if you look at the ARBs and non-corticosteroids, they did not significantly affect major cardiovascular events. That is why last month, when the European Society of Cardiology and the European Society of Hypertension gave the guidelines, they mentioned all this. And they said that when there is at risk, when there is an atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, ACE-ARB should be used in preference. And the same thing was again held in November, December, when the so-called JNC8 came out. It is not JNC8 now, it's the guideline from the American Society of Hypertension and the various bodies there, which again stated, in adults with diabetes mellitus and hypertension, you can use all further. However, in adults with diabetes and hypertension, ACE inhibitors may be considered in the presence of albuminuria. And similarly, the recommendation stated that in adults with hypertension and CKD, you are higher, or with albuminuria, or with high albumin-free and the treatment with an ACE inhibitor is reasonable to slow progression of the disease. And that is why this recommendation is written that you should use ARBs first, then you should use calcium channel blockers and diuretics. And you should right through the recommendation has been to use an ACE or an ARB. And this thing comes true for you itself. You can see the flow chart. And this is before from the American Society. Therefore, it's important to treat right from the start. In the sense, you need lower BP as a single drug or in combination. You need to control congestive heart failure. If clinical signs of congestive heart failure within a few days of entering cardiac arrest, you look at nephropathy and you look at a totality of reduction in the risk of myocardial infarction, so or cardiovascular death in these patients. And that is why I come to my last 2 or 3 slides. You have to understand the dosing of the drug. The same drug may have different effects. For example, ramipril will not have much of an effect on plaque at the dose of 2.5 milligrams. At 5 milligrams, it will reduce blood pressure, may reduce plaque a little. At 10 milligrams, it reduces blood pressure and stabilizes plaque. And please remember that the dose of ramipril which was used in the HOPE study was 20 milligrams. So, in fact, I take pride in saying that I made Sanofi stop marketing the 1.25 milligrams because I don't see the role of 1.25 milligrams because it does nothing, absolutely nothing anywhere. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, you need You treat them right from the start, and you need to apply it to the maximum dose, and you need to apply it to the parent dose. Thank you very much.
So I request now a special thanks to Hasmukh. He's an interventional cardiologist. He's a hardcore interventional cardiologist, and very rarely he speaks anything else than interventions. And this is one occasion where he agreed to speak on this topic. So special thanks, Hasmukh, for this and your opinion on role of ACE versus ARB on this topic. And I request you to sit in my lecture and give comments on interventions at that time.
At the outset, I thank our chairperson Sunil and Manoj and Dr. Vivek for insight from Dr. Pardiwala, and most thanks to my friend Vitisha. I think one of the best meetings that I have seen. One of the important things I've seen, a lot of people are attentive, when Dr. Dalal, just this one slide, number 3, and suddenly 50-100%, no, this is not a slide. It shows that the crowd was too much attentive. So that's wonderful. Okay, I think these are the questions that are asked. I just go through because I have no question, because I have only 15 minutes. I try to finish. And I'm not very drug-oriented lecture given doctor basically, but he has done the entire LC. I can do the justice to the topic. All of you know this thing, most important thing is this part, bradykinin. This is the basic slides. Everything comes with the good and bad. What is good part of this bradykinin, as Dr. Pardiwala and other people, what they said previously, the most important thing of ACE inhibitor is not just to get the blood pressure down. That's not the important thing in reducing and helping the ejection fraction. But it has an anti-atherosclerotic property, pleomorphic effect, and that comes from this particular channel, bradykinin. But it also comes with this one diet. It is responsible for the cough and angioedema. So what happens? Why ARBs? Why ARB is so much used? The only reason, one probably I say, is the cough. The cough is such a disastrous symptom for our people who are ACE inhibitors. Incidence is put up to 5 to 30%. And I tell you, I have seen the patient who was ACE inhibitors has undergone bronchoscopy. At least 2 patients in the last 15 years I have seen patient going to chest patient for chronic cough, chronic cough, and undergo bronchoscopy, and ultimately nothing found. They come back to us and they say, just ACE inhibitors, stop it, and you are back to normal. That's the thing basically. These are the couple of questions that I have to answer. Primary prevention, secondary with respect to all the things. Are ARB superior, equivalent, or non-equal to ACE inhibitor? Let's see. Is ACE inhibitor ARB combination useful? And last, what is global recommendation? These are the various things when you talk of primary, secondary prevention, when you want to have the better results. Post-MI hospital setting, within 21 days, within 30 days, MI reduction of ischemic events, post-intervention, reduction in heart failure, stabilization of plaque and post-surgery. We go quickly. Look at our first, extending life in post-surgery patients. When you look at this study, 53,000 patients given the Remipil, other ACE inhibitors, and when you see around the things, ACE inhibitors, especially the Remipil, has tremendous impact on the outcome. It decreases the mortality, heart failure, non-fatal measure, coronary events, stroke, emergency PTCD, infarction, and resuscitation. Next, extension of time beyond the post-discharge, that is beyond the 30 days up to 1 year. Again, the major trial, which concluded in 109 hospitals, 18,000 patients, and what is the outcome? ACE inhibitors, especially Remipil, reduces post-mortality within the first month of treatment. Long-term and sustained benefits observed over months and years, and some of the ACE inhibitors has increased problems that we'll see later. Third is again the things, Can we start prior to thrombolysis the moment patient comes? And when some trials are done, the volume is not big around, but if you see, the ACE inhibitor helps to increase the efficacy of thrombolysis. It also increases incidence of reperfusion, and decrease the ischemic event. Post-intervention is it useful? Again, the good trial it shows that any intervention, whether it's an angioplasty or bypass, if you start AC inhibitors or ARBs, not ARBs but AC inhibitors, if we start earliest, continued up to the indefinite period of 20 years, to look at the long-term cardiovascular event, cardiac death, heart failure is much less compared to the placebo event. Reduction of cardiac failure, fantastic results. I don't think Dr. Pardiwala has said a lot about this trial, a couple of trials. Oh, if you look at the consensus, then STONE and SAVE trial, followed by the HOPE trial. In fact, the some of the trials actually stopped in between because the result and outcome was so good. What I reduced so much with the AC inhibitors in acute MI trials to be good because not only prevent the not only it treated the failure, but it prevented heart failure itself. So it was a fantastic drug and good thing. Let us review the systemic analysis of multiple trials, couple of trials, consensus, all the things what all the trials says. So ACE inhibitors provides average actual benefit of nearly 5 lives saved per 1,000 patients treated. And when it comes to stabilize the plaque, we don't know mechanism action, but it has some action on stabilize the plaque, which ultimately prevents the further coronary events. Fibrinolysis. When you start after the fibrinolysis, it has got a beneficial effect with this trial, Fogan trial. It has shown that it has important role in regulation of vascular fibrinolytic balance after acute MI. Remibrutinib significantly improves fibrinolytic balance after MI. So what are the probable mechanisms? I think Dr. Ponde said, Dr. Pardiwala couple of said, and when you look at the things, innumerable effects, just not reduction of blood pressure, just not stabilizing the ejection fraction, but when you look at the things, cardioprotective effects because of the decreased preload, afterload, LV mass, sympathetic stimulation, couple of things, metabolic effects, lipid neutral, improved glucose beta, which Dr. Pardiwala already mentioned, and the innumerable vasculoprotective effects. This comes because of the bradykinin, inhibition of kinin and kininogen. So that is important aspect of the ACE inhibitors is concerned. Not only that, the upregulated bradykinin for the nitric oxide support ischemic precondition, improve fibrinolysis, ultimately stabilize the plaque and good outcome in a patient of ACS, myocardial infarction. So we completed one aspect. Second, is ACE inhibitor superior to ARBs or ARBs equal to ACE inhibitors if ARBs are non-inferior? The answer is here. I think this trial has been talked by two people. I am again putting the same Valiant trial. There is no head-to-head trial to be very clear with the ACE inhibitors and ARBs. ARBs become mainstay because of the cough. There is no head-to-head, very few trials. Valiant and optimal trial, it was good. Drug used were valsartan, 180 milligram or 160 milligram, and here losartan was not in adequate dosage. Result was good. What it says that based upon the Valiant valsartan dose of 160 milligram, twice daily appears to be as effective as ACE inhibitors. None of the ARBs trials has shown that it is superior to the ACE inhibitors. Most of the trials are say that it is equivalent or non-inferior. Besides the couple of other things, look at this trial. This is the slide I have taken from the last Sunday from Dr. Alistair's lecture. He is the father of the hypertensive and the ACEI. And what he has shown in the slide is, and Dr. Pardiwala also enlightened a couple of things, numerous trials. You give ACE inhibitors, ARBs. You don't want to reduce only blood pressure to the patient. You want to look at the long-term aspects. You want to decrease cardiovascular mortality. And when you look at the long-term cardiovascular mortality and not the reduction in blood pressure for immediate future. So if you look at the data, ACE inhibitors reduce all-cause mortality, cardiovascular mortality, and major cardiovascular events in patients with diabetes mellitus, whereas ARBs have no benefit in these outcomes, 11% reduction. So clear outcome, clear benefit of AC over the ARBs. Same Dr. Alistair's slide. AC reduce all-cause mortality and major cardiovascular events in patient diabetes mellitus, where there are no risk, and 3% excess mortality with ARBs. So if you have the long-term gain, probably ACE inhibitor is good. No doubt about that aspect. Paradigm trial, biggest trial, If you look at this trial, largest clinical trial conducted in a heart failure patients, outcome-driven head-to-head comparison between the valsartan and sacubitril versus NRF. Trial has to stop in between because the outcome was good and the efficacy is beyond the doubt and the mortality has on the same, except mortality, other aspects, hospitalization, patient's outcome, patient's symptomatic status was excellent. But as I said previously, this is the what last night I just was preparing the lecture and I saw this, in a CNN news. And this is very alarming. I don't know what is going to happen. If I go tomorrow, my patient has read this, because of my meda, he is going to come and ask me probably, what should I do it? What is said? Common heart drug recalled in 22 countries for the possible cancer link. And that because of the impurity, that is NDMA, in an organic chemical that is in a family of potent carcinogens. The company has given the suggestion that they can get in touch with their doctors as soon as possible. Alternate medicine that are unaffected by the recall are available, so that should be tried. So this is going to be impact. Dr. Dalal was kind enough, probably has read a little more about the thing, probably has talked to a complete person, and what he said is probably the batch of drug is responsible. Let's get the more data from the company in the next 2 days, otherwise I don't know, probably it will have a big impact, whether it is a tax effect, whether it is a molecule effect by valsartan itself, or whether it's a class effect, ARBS. Today we do not know. What is said probably by Dr. Dalal is a batch effect. I hope so, then probably the things are on the safer side, otherwise we lose one important molecule, one important trial and an important outcome because of this drug. Global recommendation guidelines, I think a lot of said in oral ACE inhibitors are beneficial in all cardiovascular events and acute myocardial infarction patient with admission within 36 hours of events. Class 1 level of evidence is very strong. Again, how long? Probably strong evidence exists suggesting that ACE inhibitor treatment should be initiated early and continued for years. Beyond doubt, no question. Can ACEI and ARB be combined? Answer is
no.
No. That's wonderful. Attentive crowd again. Witty. See, there's an ongoing trial. It's an on-target trial. Recent result, just last year result. The trial shows that things are more or less equal. In fact, when you combine the things, what you're seeing is the more renal impairment, more renal dysfunction, other side effects. So probably both of molecules should not be combined. So which ACE inhibitors? Probably most of them are same. Remipil is one of the molecule which is there for 20-25 years in the companies. I just get a thing for the company A. Lot of trials are done with the Remipil. So what is the good about Remipil? Because they have given me this slide saying that Remipil is a unique pentane ring, thereby it has more lipophilic and hydrophilic than others. Remipil is 16 times more lipophilic than NRF and 23 times more lipophilic than the active form of NRF. So all this combinedly has a slightly edge over the other ACE inhibitors. I am sure other ACE inhibitors are very good compared to ARBS. Which ACE inhibitors against the big beta-analysis, 29 study, 2000 participants, and probably if you see around, sorry, how can I go back? I don't know. Anyhow, NRF was associated with a little slight cardiovascular mortality and side effects. Remipil and the Terindotil are good. That's what the study says. So probably still ACE inhibitors are good, and among the ACE inhibitors, Remipil will be superior. So to conclude my lecture, all cardiovascular heart disease patients should be receiving ACE inhibitors, especially post cardiovascular event in ICCU or in a critical practice. Treatment should be continued for lifelong post-discharge. ACE inhibitors in post-ACS patient leads to reduced in-hospital mortality in STEMI patients, improved prognosis by early ACE inhibitions, reduced mortality in post-revascularized patients, reduced development of heart failure in high-risk patients, reduced post-discharge mortality in MI patients. These are the questions I think you should put forward. I just enlightened the thing. Probably I think everybody said serum creatinine, but probably if the thing permits, you should get a kidney and renal Doppler done. All of you know, single arterial stenosis, you can still give the ACE-ARBS, dual arterial stenosis, you should avoid the things. You will get the kidney dysfunction drastically. So bilateral arterial stenosis is not a good thing to start all the things. And last, if you patient have a dry cough with normal throat and chest, how will you treat? obviously change with ARBs. That is answer. Basically, the cough can come at the start of therapy, it can come after a few months also, one thing. It takes few days to few weeks to stop around. So don't rush around the things, basically wait around the things, change to ARBs. It's a class 1 effect, class effect. Class effect means it's not only with the ramipril or enalapril. All ACE inhibitors is a class effect. So probably there is no point of changing from one ACE inhibitor to other inhibitor. So probably you have to change to the ARBs. And I will not go to the study, but ARBs are also not devoid of the cough reflex. So basically, they are also supposed to be the producing little cough that what chest specialist says. And most of the study shows that ARBs has less incidence of cough compared to the ACE inhibitors. Obviously, patient will cough. As the previous speaker has suggested, you should learn the cardiac failure into directly see that cough is no other cause, and if the cough is not because of other cause, and if you feel it is ACE inhibitor, probably change over the drugs. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Hasmukh. Please wait. Now, get the questions. Do you have them or? Yeah? Can we start? Yes. Manoj, yeah, please go ahead. Mike, hold it clear. Yeah, hold it near. So will you be ready with the next question in the meantime? Arun, and select the best three.
Yeah, cutoff value of eGFR in the use of ACE inhibitors and ARBs. So, usage of ACE inhibitors and ARBs in patients with CKD.
I don't use any. If you go to one of my slides where I showed you that even in stage 3 renal failure, to prevent further defibrillation, you can use an ACE inhibitor. I had showed you that slide, which means that there is no cutoff value as such. But remember one thing, when you start a patient on an ACE inhibitor, or even an ARB for that reason, expect a 30% rise in the patient's serum creatinine. Okay? That is acceptable. That is what I always try and tell all my students. I try and tell all officers that a 30% rise in the creatinine is expected. It is usual. You don't have to get worried about it. I always forewarn my patients because they're all educated now. They all look at Dr. Google. So I always tell my patients that yes, this is there. And they accept it. The only thing that I like to do is check the serum creatinine. If I find that there's a rising trend, if it goes beyond 30%, then I get a little worried and I stop it. And of course, I look at serum potassium. Otherwise, there is no cutoff point as an eGFR where you don't have to give an ACRB.
Manoj, yeah, what sir says is absolutely right. Probably you will get some rise in creatinine 30% probably, but what the literature suggests if the rise is more than 50%, you should be cautious. As far as the things are concerned, AC or ARB more than 50%. For us, interventional cardiologists, up to 1.8 level, we feel safe. What do you say, Sunil? We feel safe for doing angiography above 1.8. We need to tell the patient about doing the needed dialysis or the thing. So when I do know, my nephrologist colleague, they are very liberal in using the AC inhibitors, ARBs. When they use 2.3 and 2.4 creatinine, they say there is no issue. If it rises, then only you stop it. So they are always look at the cardioprotective and proteinuria and other aspects rather than the creatinine itself. Of course, the patient on dialysis, there is no problem with giving AC and ARBs.
So then next, yeah.
This is a question from Dr. Girish Raja, lecturer. So his question is, what is the role of central aortic pressure in occurrence of a stroke, and which is the ideal antihypertensive drug for 65-year-old male patient during stroke?
Well, central aortic pressure has become important now when you're looking at why the stroke. Central aortic pressure is important when you look at hypertension as such. And ACRBs are very good for reducing central aortic pressure, as are certain calcium channel blockers. Diuretic to a certain extent, but please remember, beta blockers, especially atenolol, metoprolol, do not reduce central aortic pressure. Okay? If you're looking at reduction in central aortic pressure, then you should look at nebivolol, yes, which is a good beta blocker, because that is a nitric oxide donor. Nebivolol is a nitric oxide donor. And as Dr. Rao pointed out to you, that one of the most important things in the use of ACE inhibitor is an increase in nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the most potent vasodilator in nature. It's the most potent vasodilator.
So what about carvedilol?
Sorry?
Carvedilol
Cardiovascular also is good.
Yes, Sunil. Take that mic.
Sorry. So Dr. N.K. Kumar has a question. Patient on Ramipril 5 mg develops severe cough, dry cough. What is the equivalent dose of telmisartan that you can start?
Yeah. I think patients is on 5 milligram. There is no head-to-head trial between probably compared to 5 milligram, we go with 50 milligram of this and 80 milligram of this. Probably start with the other molecule, the lowest. If it's 5 milligram, then you probably can start with the telmisartan 40 and titrate if it's not related to 80 is required basically. What is your experience, sir?
Yeah, I think that's justified. You can start off at about 20, 40 milligrams and not titrate it. But do remember one thing. Most of you people do not bring your blood pressure down. And as per the new guidelines which have been released both by the European Society and the American Society, you should aim at a 120 or a 130 80 and lower in patients with diabetes and insulin compensation. So I am of the opinion that I use very high doses in bringing the pressure down in my patients.
He has one more question actually. Olmesartan causes flu-like enteropathy if used long term. Is this a class effect for all ARBs?
No, I think it's an isolated thing which always happens.
Elderly, Dr. Bhutani has a question. In elderly aged 75-year-old isolated systolic hypertension. So ACE versus ARB, would you give that or would you give a calcium channel blocker?
You see, if you look at isolated systolic hypertension, the basic problem is that it's a clinical dilemma because you reduce the patient's blood pressure, systolic blood pressure, his diastolic also is going to fall. So it becomes very difficult, extremely difficult. And I've asked Barclays case, I've asked everybody this, and they all say that it's extremely difficult. To the extent that and there's no drug as such. Of course, ACEI and calcium channel blockers and the new beta blockers can be used. However, do remember that the diastolic blood pressure is going to come down to a certain extent that the patient may feel giddy. And in some patients, they use compression devices in the legs to prevent the diastolic from falling down. Okay? To that extent, to reduce the isolated systolic hypertension, because that is the single predictor for stroke. It's one of the most important predictors for stroke, isolated systolic hypertension.
He had an add-on question saying that what level of blood pressure would you bring it down? 140. He had a suggestion, less than 140, or you would be more happy to have it a little higher?
Well, if you are looking at isolated systolic hypertension in elderly people, I would be happy at about 140, 146 systolic. If you are looking at a younger patient, I would like it at 130, definitely 130. If you are looking at it in a patient with stroke, I will be very careful. Because in an acute stroke, you don't want to bring it down so fast. If you bring it down very fast, you are going to get borderline ischemia and an increase in the patient's neurological compromise.
Yeah, are we done? Can you announce the three names? Do you have? Is there unanimity amongst you or you want to take time?
So one more question.
Yeah.
Last question.
In diabetic patient with uncontrolled hypertension, which other antihypertensive drug can be combined along with ACE inhibitor?
That's a
Good combination.
That's a absolutely.
I think the question is different. Along with ACE inhibitor, what can be combined to control the blood pressure?
Calcium channel blocker.
I think diuretics are there. Then
Calcium channel blocker. For a diabetic patient, calcium channel blocker.
Yeah.
Calcium channel blocker. We are not using much alpha blocker probably. If it's too much uncontrolled probably. Alpha blocker is also not bad. So especially elderly people, you can get a diabetic of prostate. So probably it's a good drug. Thank you.
Are any new ACE inhibitors are coming with reduced incidence of cough?
Reduced incidence of cough. No, cough Yeah, Hasmukh.
Cough is a classic factor. It's a bradykinin related hypersensitivity. Probably, I do not know from the latest also has the same thing. It's the same issue, same thing. Incidence varies from the various studies. But I have
does the incidence become less?
Of course.
Yeah.
No. Incidence of kidney edema will become less, but not of cough. I don't think so. I don't know, Dr. Behram. Do you have any experience on that?
No, it doesn't reduce.
What about a lisinopril? As an antihypertensive drug, it had a wonderful effect on the different accounts, all the ACE inhibitors. So why this drug is discontinued nowadays?
It's not discontinued. I'll tell you, there are still two companies who provide lisinopril here, and in USA it is generically still available. And right or not, in USA lisinopril is still available.
I think our setup, ARB has taken a lot of time last decade. Somehow because from donor patient to
No, that is because telmisartan is aggressively marketed by the industry.
What has happened?
Every alternate company comes out with
All the
telmisartan.
good effects of an ACE inhibitor, ultimately we have lost the battle.
No, may I just add?
Yeah, Behram, yeah.
Lisinopril per se as a drug really doesn't reduce blood pressure so much. And as Dr. Vidisha was telling you, in the US and in the Middle East, if you see a Middle East patient, 50% of them will be on lisinopril in a dose of 20 to 40 milligrams per day. That is the dose if you want an antihypertensive effect. Not 5 and 10 milligrams. You need to go up to a higher dose if you want to use lisinopril.